Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. There's about 23 seconds left. The Knicks are up 2. They don't have the ball, unfortunately, as Jalen Brunson just missed a floater. This has been a pretty overall intense, fun game. I mean, for the sake of the Knicks, they're supposed to have championship aspirations, so obviously not ideal to be only up 2 here, but a win's a win. The Knicks just need to be winning games right now. We understand, of course, Mitchell Robinson's going to help. The bench played a lot more than it had been last game against the Hawks. I thought that was our best defensive performance. The Nets and Knicks, of course, you're looking at them across the bridge from each other. I mean, these guys, they're going to play hard against each other. The Nets, they've been scrapping defensively. They've been dialed in. Here we go, 20 seconds left. If the Knicks can get a stop and hit their free throws, they're going to win. Do not give up a three. They give up a three. Cam Johnson misses. Ooh, too strong. Hart with the rebound. Nearly steps out. Calls a time. What a play by Josh Hart. He called the timeout before falling out of bounds off of the board. Cam Johnson had a clean look and just could not knock it down. I mean, normally for the Knicks, that shot goes in 9 out of 10 times. I mean, if you guys have been a Knicks fan your whole life like me, I mean, teams just for some reason tend to knock down those shots more often than not. Give credit to Precious for at least contesting it, and then Hart getting the board at 6'4". I believe that's his 12th of the game, which is insane. I mean, Josh Hart is just absolutely dominating. He actually leads the league in rebounding in January, ever since the end of December too. So now the Knicks just need to make their free throws. You'd have to imagine that Cat is going to be put back in. Not sure. I guess they probably wanted Precious out there just because he's quicker, so that kind of makes sense. But now I'd put Cat back out there, which the Knicks are, and you want to put just your best free throw shooters out there. The good thing about the Knicks starting five is they're all excellent free throw shooters. OG makes his free throws, so does Brunson, Hart, and Cat and Bridges. So no matter who gets this, but what you really want to do though is just try to just throw it into the backcourt and use as much clock as possible, because the Nets have Cam Johnson, even though he just missed a three, and D'Lo, who are capable of knocking down a three. You also, of course, risk fouling a three-point shooter, so the Knicks could end up just knocking down their free throws and then fouling, not giving up a three, but I don't think they'll do that because it's just kind of risky. And the Knicks, I mean, why not just try to get a stop, right? Like the Knicks just did get a stop. So here we go. The Knicks are not in the bonus yet, so I'm not sure if the Nets have a foul to give or not. Hopefully they honestly do, so it uses more clock. And let's see who inbounds. It looks like Brunson's going to inbound. Best passer on the team. Actually, I don't think he is. You'd imagine Brunson's going to inbound. Well, Brunson is the best free throw shooter, so maybe they kind of want him out there to catch it. But yeah, I just figured I would do this live just because, like, what really is there to say about this game? I mean, the Knicks are in a one possession game with 12 seconds left against the Brooklyn Nets. They throw it in the backcourt to Hart. There we go. Use that time. Pass it hard. Pass. I mean, that's probably smart, not risk a turnover. But I would have liked to see him maybe just move it up just to use more time. But yeah, the Nets did have a foul to give, so that's fine. Now 9 seconds. So that took off about 3 seconds, which is good. The Nets don't have a timeout. They just used it to drop that play for Cam Johnson, which in their coach's defense was a clean look for their best shooter. So, but it just didn't work. Unfortunately, it wasn't executed. Bridges is inbounding now. Yeah, now they realize, hey, look, we got to get this ball in Brunson's hands. Let's see what happens. Brunson. Oh, somebody's got to get up. Brunson, good cut. They did a double move right there. And he Brunson flops. I'm not gonna lie. Brunson's like literally probably my favorite player, but bro flops so much. He just like fell out of bounds at the crowd. 7 seconds left. You make both of these. They don't have a timeout, like I said, so pretty much it's gonna be the game here. Good job by Brunson as well, just using that footwork to not run into a double team, because that would have been a disaster. And the Knicks don't have a timeout, so if he had gotten trapped, I mean, that would have been seriously bad, because Brunson is like 6'2", so him getting into a jump ball, and yeah, it would have been bad. But here's Brunson. These are huge free throws. Huge free throws. You've got to knock these down. There's the first one to make it a 3-point game. Now all of a sudden the pressure's off, because if you miss, they need a three and they can only tie the game. But if you make it, you pretty much win. The stream that I'm on's lagging. The one thing I miss about being back home in the East Coast is MSG, bro, for free on cable. I literally miss that. I have to watch it on streams now, or like League Pass. But this game's on TNT, so it's not nationally televised. Let's end up seeing what happens here, and then we'll go over the stats. Should be pretty interesting. All right, Brunson, knock this down. Your team wins the game. Brunson has had an amazing electric fourth quarter. Overall, did not play well, but this quarter sort of makes up for it. I love those shoes he's rocking too, the colorways on them. Brunson knocks down both. Okay, now the Knicks, I mean, you're not risking fouling here because, oh my God, if you give up a 4-point play, Yeah, pull up three. Brunson does contest it. It's off. Oh my God. I'm honestly surprised Brunson even contested that. I would have probably just let him shoot it. But no, nonetheless, the Knicks pick up a 4-point win here. So we'll dive right into the stats, man. Probably only going to take me a couple of minutes to go over this just because it was overall disappointing. I mean, the defense was fantastic as it was against the Hawks. But just from an overall standpoint, not exactly an ideal game to be neck and neck with the Brooklyn Nets, but it's a back to back. I'm not too surprised that happened. So let's go ahead. So the Knicks now are going to move to what, 29 and 16. They're that much closer to getting up to that 2 seed and trying to work their way up to the 1 seed. Cavs are having like a historic season, so that's going to be tough. But all right, so this game is final now, 99 to 95. Mikal Bridges, 3 of 12, got up to a strong start, but just kind of fell off. Bridges did have 2 steals. Defensively, Bridges I thought played well, but he just did not shoot the ball efficiently at all. OG had a good game. He had 3 assists, 4 boards, 3 steals, a block, 20 points on 8 of 18. OG had been struggling. I thought he honestly stepped up and was huge in this game. Cat, 25 points, 16 boards, 2 blocks, and 3 steals. Very disappointed. Literally, this is like the first Knicks game I hadn't been on in like a month. And of course, Cat and Hart both went off statistically, but still, great game for Cat. 11 of 19. Okay, at one point, I think Cat was, what? I think he was, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like 9 of 11 or something. But yeah, Cat kind of went cold late in this game, but they still won. So plus 16, which was a game high. Brunson, 7 of 18, 17 points, double digits for sure in the fourth quarter, was big time. 4 assists, 3 boards, 4 fouls. Not very quiet game for Brunson, but he stepped up when he had to. And then Josh Hart had a monster game, man. 7 points, 9 assists, 12 rebounds, 2 steals. That rebound that he had off of the Cam Johnson miss was just an unbelievable all-star type of play to get the rebound, to stay in bounds, and then to call a timeout. Great job. Off of the bench, honestly, I thought Miles McBride played well. 3 of 6 from the field, 7 points. I mean, McBride, you look at what he had been doing the past 5 or 6 games. I mean, he did have that good performance. I think it was like 2 games ago where he was knocking down threes. But outside of that, he's been extremely quiet. So McBride, I mean, he's the only. I'm not going to say he's the only consistent scorer because Campaign has been very. Campaign's honestly been better than McBride this season. I'll own up to that. I didn't think Campaign would give the Knicks too much this year, but he has. But yeah, just McBride is shooting, his defense, playmaking is going to have to be definitely stepping up. So McBride just being 3 of 6, giving the Knicks 7 points, you'll take that. Remember, the Knicks starting 5 usually, not tonight, but more often than not, you're going to get 100 points out of the Knicks starting 5. So 7 points from just one guy off the bench is huge. And then Precious Achiuwa, 11 points. He picked up the slack, 4 boards, a steal, an assist, 5 of 7, knocked down a 3-ball too. Of course, like in the middle of the game, and then looking at Campaign, 90 minutes, 2 points. I think Campaign deserves more minutes. He's been that good. Landry Shamet played just 6 minutes, but was a plus 10. So overall, the bench was very, very good tonight, and it helped the Knicks pick up a win. But yeah, guys, that's it. I don't really have much else to say about this game. The only thing I'm wondering is who do we play next, just so I'm aware. So the Knicks' next game is going to be Saturday. That's right. We don't play till Saturday. I'm a little bit disappointed about that, guys. I've been enjoying the Knicks. I mean, we've been playing pretty well. I mean, yeah, like the Timberwolves game was bad, but outside of that, like the Knicks have been playing pretty well. At least since the OKC game. Like the Pistons lost, okay. I mean, it was literally off of back, and we just kind of lost that game. But yeah, I think the Knicks desperately need this rest, though, man. But the defense has been picking up. So if you're a Knicks fan, you gotta be pretty happy right now with how the defense is playing, and the offense. It's only gonna improve, man. I just can't wait for Mitch to come back with his rebounding and his ability to catch lobs and things like that. But yeah, guys, I'm out. Knicks Daily. Peace.